Okay, so a lot of people have asked me how I created my snowman, and I'm going to show you the method of doing the poofs that I used. You're going to need some deco mesh. So here's a piece. Mine were about, what were they? This way. They were about 14 inches long. This is just a short one just to show you the actual procedure of how I did it. So, but you can make them as big or as small as you want. The bigger they are, the fluffier they'll be. So it naturally curls one way. So what I did was I started at one end and I rolled it over about 3 times. And then I used a clip, and these are all dollar store supplies, just so you know. And then I turned it around and I rolled it over again, and then I scrunched it, and it's a matter of putting your fingers forward and pinching it, and then just pinching the whole thing together like this. So you have a little bit of like a bow, and then you take a pipe cleaner, which this is not a pipe cleaner, but I'm going to show you. And basically you just put it under and you twist. And this is what you have. Okay, so now using a random form, this is actually a witch hat that I'm turning into a Christmas tree. What you would do, just for purposes of showing you how to put it on there, is you would basically just take your end, put it on, and twist it like this, and your poof will end up being like this on a round wreath form. What I did was I went middle, outside, inside, middle, outside, inside. And that's how I got the wreath forms all put together. So the back will look kind of like this. And you could see I just kind of put them where I felt like I needed some poofiness and some color. Some of these have 3 of those bunches of the deco mesh put together. The ones with the blue do, so that they would be more full. I connected a round small with, this is the 12 inch. There is also a 14 inch if you really wanted to make them super big, just with some zip ties. The hat's a little bit different. So it's really hard to see, but the hat, which I'll show you how I created in a minute, is zip tied on down like 4 or 5 different zip ties, and you can see it goes underneath, and I finished it off on the back so it didn't look so messy. There's some skewers that you can barely see that I put in here, some dowels to help hold it up, and they're actually underneath and on top of the wires so that they kind of gave it some stability. But and then I added a little hanger. So for the ribbon, I basically just wrapped a piece of ribbon that I thought was cute that went with it around it. This ornament and this piece actually come together. They're a Dollar Tree ornament this year. The little round balls were part of a Easter pick that I got from the Dollar Tree. I just separated the two, put the poinsettia up there, and then just put one of these little blue dots on top of the snowflake, and I thought it turned out pretty cute. Now let's tackle the hat.